Our federal government is giving $1,000 to some children. Sounds like free money, but what is real cost to that? Most importantly, does this new legislation is solving the issue it intends to solve? I'm Sasha Messer. I spent over 30 years as a tax professional, and on this channel I analyze public policies asking a simple question: do they solve the issues and problems they designed to solve? Before we analyze this new policy, Trump accounts, which is a part of big and beautiful bill, let's understand what it is and what it's supposed to create and do for newborn children and the society of the United States of America. Trump accounts actually designed to solve a huge gap for children under 18 years old. Because as of today, to fund your retirement account, which is either Roth IRA or traditional IRA, you have to have earned income. For children who don't have earned income, people cannot put the money into retirement accounts. So this new policy with the Trump accounts is addressing this missing vehicle for children under 18 years old. Let me explain you how it's gonna work. If your child was born starting from the January 1st, 25 to December 31st, 2028, you are eligible, or your child is eligible, to get $1,000 from the federal government if you open Trump account for your child. Then there are some private money that Trump and Trump administration agreed with private companies like Dell Foundation that the private companies will fund, in addition to that $1,000, startup funding of your newborn child. Not guaranteed, depends on the place, but let's stick with just $1,000 from the federal government for the newborn child. As a parent, you can contribute each year $5,000 after tax money. It cannot be deducted on your tax return. So for 18 years, you can put to your child Trump account $5,000. And the money in that account will be placed on the special mutual funds that potentially will less likely to lose their values. So the federal government is trying to protect your child financial investments, which of course it's not guaranteed, but at least somehow it tries to protect your child investments. Up on the time your child reaches 18 years old, he or she can do several things. They can roll over that money from the Trump account to a regular traditional IRA or to the Roth IRA. There are different ways how she or he will pay taxes or don't pay taxes. It's a different video. Consult with your accountant. But the most important point is that for 18 years, you can build up a financial startup for your child. When he or she becomes 18 years old, they can use the money on a different ways, not just for their educational needs. If you're working for a corporation which is participating in a Trump accounts, as a parent you can contribute $2,500, and your company you're working for can also contribute $2,500, also, which is significantly important. If you are a business owner and you have a corporation or LLC which is producing payroll for you and for your employees, but most importantly for you, you can contribute $2,500 as you as an employee and you as a corporation. So you can shelter $5,000 as a person toward your child Trump account. It's very significant. So from many angles, Trump accounts for children is a significant policy. But let's analyze as a purple vision, does it actually work for the United States of America as a society, as all people? So let's think about that. What about the children who were born before 2025 for 17 years? You cannot put any money for them and build their future. What about children who will be born after 2028? They don't also get any startup money as $1,000. Then you will ask who this policy will benefit most: poor people or people which have corporations or work for big corporations offering to contribute $2,500, or you as the owner of the corporation which you can contribute $2,500 from one side and $2,500 from a different side. So it's not benefiting all people of the United States of America. It will benefit each year 2% of the taxpayers, because we have about 3.6 million newborns each year, and we have about 165 million tax returns per year. So this policy will affect each year 2% of the people. And then from those 2%, it will affect people differently depending where you work, what's your financial status, and stuff like that. Also, it might benefit people who come across the border, coming within different ways as a tourists, and giving birth in United States to their children. They also would be eligible to get $1,000 from the federal government, because the eligibility to get that $1,000 to a newborn child is just to be born here. So what is my professional advice as a next door neighbor? Of course, if you have a newborn child between this period from the January 1st, 25 to December 31st, 2028, of course, open the account and get this free money, because you cannot get it wrong. You will get $1,000. $1,000 for 18 years will grow and become $5,000 to $10,000. But as a bigger picture, we created as the United States a new policy for 2% of people, and even among those 2% of people, it doesn't address all the issues that it should have as a policy for everybody. As a tax professional, I'm telling you, it complicates significantly my role as your tax preparer, as a business consultant, when I do payroll for my clients, when I do cafeteria plan for my clients. My conclusion: this policy will not work properly for our country. It will create more work with no efficiency, and it will not solve the issue for children who do not have IRA accounts. Also, I don't criticize anybody without providing solution. And the solution is right there. And it's so simple. What you can do as a federal government, you can create IRA accounts for children, where those accounts can be funded even though parents or children don't produce any earned income. It can be working as a traditional IRA and the Roth IRA. It can be done creative with incentive to parents to fund their children IRA accounts. But with simple addition of IRA for kids, you can allow parents to fund IRA accounts for kids starting from the day one of their lives. And it will work for all children. That's how simply can be done. And if you believe that America deserves policy which work, please join the conversation, because it will take time bringing people together to affect policies. This channel doesn't understand parties. It understands solutions. Join the conversation, because as large this community will become, it will be harder to ignore it. Thank you so much. Take care.